Hey, hey. Hey, you guys. Sorry I'm a little late. I was actually waiting for an update on the sweatshirts. So as we're going to be live, I will get an update on the sweatshirt. So you guys watching this thing? It's very interesting, right? Do you guys hear me now? There's no sound to this video. I did that. Wait, let me turn my light out here. Hold on. Okay, much better. There is no sound to this. Hi, Muffin, Tom. I'm cooking. So if we're still on, like I'm sure we will be in an hour, I'll have to go down and check the turkey. You guys, what do you guys see? I'm playing this for you guys slowly, and I want you to notice what's going on in this video. What do you guys all see here? Just put it in chat and I'll put it up. In this video, what do you see in the leaves around summer? Hello. Hello, Rumple Long here, Muffin, GH White. Hi, you guys. For sakes alive. Hi. Shazam, Crystal. Thank you guys for waiting, because I am late. Little Miss B. Hello. Take a look. I'm going to wait for some. Hi, Julie. I'm going to wait for some answers, and I'll put them up. It's changing, yes. Summer on a swing. Faces that are really clear. So I'm going to stop it and see what you guys see. Let's stop it right here. Right here. Look right here. Let's get it brighter. I'll stop it. Right there. Right here. Brown circle above her head. Yes. Do you see what's in the circle? Like what's picture that's in a circle? Do you see what, here I changed the color of the brown circle. Do you see that now? Rumple sees a brown circle. White mask faces. This. Do you see a little girl or a black girl? So this is what's in these videos. And when you proceed and you really look at them, there's information in here that shows you what is going on beneath the deep fake. The layer that is hidden beneath all of the leaves and the trees and the chaos and the shit that covers up the truth, it works for them. Because if in fact you saw it like quickly, you'd all be like, holy shit. You change the coloring. And there's a child here looking for justice. I'm trying to just put her face that's looking for justice. And these are the children that don't have a name. These are the children that are getting sacrificed and they're not being talked about. Let me point it out. See, I see it super, super, super clearly, but that's just what I do. This is an eyeball. This is her mouth. Here. Eyeball, teeth, mouth, nose, head. Yes, this is correct. So the images within this video, the video that I played you guys the other night, seems to have the information. Hello, Sunshine. Julie. Seems to have the information that really, really tells Summer Moon Wells' story, because we've been telling the story for a very long time. Part of the story and part of their sacrifice is they go in these baskets. They're not by themselves. And they get sacrificed. And this is the stuff that it looks like. Now, that Summer in there with the devil face, this is what's going on here. So when I look at this, I'm telling you to only look at the elements, because it's these elements that I'm going to be showing you today. Again, that's the A. Right on her head. That's half a devil's face right there. But that's the bus that I call the bus. Is it a real bus that you see on the streets? No. No. See on the bottom? That's Summer in her bus. Right here. So when I see information that is all in these videos, they're all matching. And that's what I do here, you guys. I tell the story, show the elements in which the children know about. They know about these bus rides. They know about themselves being in the front and whatever they're doing. And they're not by themselves. These may look distorted, but let me tell you something. This is the story of Summer Moon Wells' children. These are the stories that bring them justice by me recognizing that they're real and by recognizing that there's other children within these videos, many of which are Black children that are not being recognized or discussed. Nor are they being discussed in the news, and nor are they being discussed that they went missing. Because these children, they go together in a group. And there's a group that went with Summer. And that's what I call the Summer Moon Wells children. That looks very different than her on a swing in her backyard. Because they could get away with it. So this is what we're doing today, and this is what we do every day. We try to bring justice to the children by telling the story through the elements in which I see. Many times you may not see it. I see very clearly a child looking at me. Oh, Sunshine Thomas, congrats on your WCIA network membership. Woo-hoo! Thank you. Thank you very much. I should be getting bell noises soon. And it's okay if you guys don't see it. There's some things that I see that you're not going to see. I see the story because I'm told the story. I've been hearing the story since before Summer even went missing. This video is just in slow motion, and I stop it. Why do I do that? Because it gives me aids to talk about the story. It gives me something to show you guys that is, tangible in my conversation. And these are videos that, I've never seen the video in a way that this lady is showing it. I've never seen this frame with a head by DONWELLS, or a head that's coming out of the mattress. But I do see the L and the F on the mattress. So there's certain things that are consistent in these stories. Right here is consistent. This is an L and this is an F. Let me snapshot it. And throughout all of this, it gives justice as I speak it. On that note, welcome on in to WCIA Network. Everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Yes, ma'am. We have a presentation that I didn't finish the other day, and it was great because what we left on was incredible information. If you haven't seen it, just go back to, yesterday. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before anymore. It's live. There it's popping out. And it shows different information. These people bury the information beneath the deep fake so they could tell their story on the deep dark web. Somewhere it's very clear in the universe, and they pay a lot of money to see this shit. But it's not one thing that I have seen of the Wells videos is real. Nothing. Not one video stays the way it's supposed to. Not one face, not one video, almost as if they made up the whole entire damn story. Almost as if it's not based on one person and they just got the story out and this has been going on for years, but they just decided to put this out now. As if like the people in here, it's like nothing stays clear and nothing stays true. It's always changing and telling the story. Videos and photos should not have faces like that popping out at you. That doesn't even make any sense. It's not what videos intend to be. It just isn't. You know, every time I go and do these videos, I'm building this here. Wait, let me open it up. I'm building this Delphi YouTube PDF because I feel very strongly about this case. I have a, hi BC, I have a very strong pull to keep this case separate but build the PDF, because the information some of these people put out is so particular and so perfect that this is information that I don't know where they got it all. So I'm building this one is small. It's just a small one that I'm showing. Like, this is the summer house, and I showed you guys this before, and how these drawings, I sent these all in. The drawings have information built into the scribbles. And I'm not just saying, oh, it's like, you know, oh, you look at the clouds and the clouds look, you know, you see whatever. These scribbles are matching other scribbles. They're not just scribbles. They're scribbling over coded information. And they match certain other people's information. So this is the stuff, just to let you know that, you know, I build this, you know, in the background on the cases, like this stuff here. Actually, let me just grab this. This here, if you look, there's information here that matches the Ohio, the Idaho 4. It's got the V. It has the same, as if they're wearing the same information, the same outfits. So it's this information that I told the FBI that's just, look at it. Like, they will know, like, there's information in here. Like, was this information, like, I see the information. You may not see it. Like I said, I see the story. There is a story. It's telling you, this is what I see as a clairvoyant. This is what I see when I see the story. So when I say see the story, I'm looking at this and I see the real person's story. I see that the way this is telling it, it's telling me the stick went through the neck, but it goes through in a particular way from left to right, or right to left, whatever it is. And there's information here that I do not necessarily think that the public knew about. That's why I sent it in, because I see information here that shouldn't be here. You know, I see the A and the R right there. Like, there's very detailed information here that should not be looked over. You know, the way that the hand is, you know, on the top, there's just a lot of stuff here that isn't just drawings. That says shoe and cell phone. Now, I know that the report, correct me if I'm wrong, said that that cell phone was found not under the shoe, it was found in the pocket. So there's certain information here that is strange. And this here is exactly what the Idaho 4, this is what Ethan Chapman had. They didn't mention anything like this. They didn't. There's stuff here that, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't part of a conversation. You know? And if you change the coloring, it changes. And it changes to information. So I see it clearly. Like, I see the story, and I see that they know the story. I'm telling you through my psyche. They had this for a very long time. Very, very, very long time. And that this wasn't put out there because I personally think they don't want to start an uproar. They don't want to start this whole thing that there's these people out there sacrificing. But they are. There are people out there doing just that. And this is where the children are going. This is where the adults are going. This is where they're going. And this is why none of them are being solved, because they're all the same. And they're all not being talked about. I showed you yesterday that this Scribble Scrabble matched Lori Vallow. It's not just a Scribble Scrabble. There's frickin' information in here. Point being, the Scribble Scrabble and information in here is the same that's in all the other ones. So when you contrast it more, it's done in a particular way that gives you the information. Let me turn it. Tools, flip. Flip. Let me see if this works. You just flip it a certain way and it just matches other cases, you guys. You may not see it. That's okay. Thank you for those ones. Thank you. But it's there. And you just have to look, FBI, law enforcement, because the way that this is exactly how Scott's is. The one who does the drawings. And it shows that there's a down under, just like Scott's is. These drawings have a particular way of communicating to me. I didn't learn that until Summer Moon Wells. But let me open this up a little bit more. I'm going to make it wider so you see what I'm talking about. This goes down. So in the video that I have, it shows, now some people will be like, oh, that's just like where she's drawing. What I'm telling you is there's something going on here. Yes. Okay, so Rumpel. Correct. So here's rumple. That body position of feet together and elbows in chest, I see a lot. And I saw a Mason video, probably Madison, I don't know, where that position is a sign. Kylie and Maddie were standing like that at the Grub Hub for a second. They were not only standing like that, there's photos of them like that. And when you look at this here, this shows you how they are layered. The positioning, I don't know if it had the positioning like that in the report. But I want you guys to know that I gather this information. It helps tell the story when the day comes. Because this isn't something that should be blown off. This information is so ginormous to not only the Delphi case, but to every case that I am working on. So before I go into my presentation today, it's really important that you guys hear that, especially if you're going to, everyone's time is valuable. And I appreciate everyone that's here and they listen, and your time is valuable. You must be here to learn or just listen, right? The stuff that you see isn't always necessarily the truth. The truth in these videos is beneath what they want you to see. These guys know what's going on because for some reason she's drawing the F. And there's a particular way that she's doing it. So just so you guys know what comes, what I feel over here, I feel a sense of, oh my fucking God, like what the hell? Like it's frustrating to my insides. It's frustrating. It just frustrates the spirit in a way that, why is it that no one sees it? It's frustrating. Because the information is right there for the authorities to grab. And the information from the Delphi case, especially these drawings, hold incredible information, magical information. Each and every one of them. Each and every slide is different. It doesn't stay the same. Now she colored the F. Why? So you have to ask, why is that colored and then the hand colored? The only ones that are going to know that answer are the authorities that really saw the crime scene. Marking here, marking here, marking here, and it's on the F. Why? The answer to the why is the answer in every case. Every case. There's always something going on around the crotch area. Always. That is an element. The authorities will know so because they have found it. Someone out there that's going to listen is going to be like, holy shit. Boom, 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 boom. and then look at the scribble scrabble. Look at it. Correct. Correct. I've got my presentation actually has this in there. This drawing reminds me of the drawings of the machine that Von did of the fingers remover and woodworking machine, allegedly. Correct. Allegedly, correct. And yes, everything is connected to the machine that was built. All of this. Look what is going on here. Look. It's not just a Ford. This is showing information. Showing. And it's doing it really clearly, you guys. Let me brighten this up and show you. I'm going to brighten it and change the contrast. The information that has been drawn by the Australian lady is critical information to look at. The details in here are the Summer Moon Wells missing children's details. These details are fucking drawings that are matched up with the murders that I work on. I see it. I mean, what the fuck did she put on the neck? What did she put here? What's with the stick in that face? That face that's on top of the stick by the crotch area? Oh my God, that's an element, you guys. This thing right here, this thing right here is a top element. Wait till I open it up. You're going to see the 5. It's all in here. This is what's in the crotch area. Now, I don't think the authorities are even looking at this shit. What the fuck is that doing in this person's crotch area? It's Summer Moon Wells' story. It's the same sacrifices that are going on in all of the sacrifices that I show you, because you all know these elements have been seen. Look at the 5. This thing right on top, right here. See, I see these without blowing them up. This thing here, oh my God, Benny loves this. And there's a number 5 on the bottom. But look at all the detail work that she put in here. Look. Really look. Look what's going on here. A lot of information. So what I'm asking is that the authorities take this information, and I am quite sure that the Idaho 4 were found like this, in positions. And I'm quite sure this shit matched what they found. Look at these drawings, compare them to the crime scenes. Now, we'll never understand what the crime scenes are, because we'll never hear what the crime scenes are. This is marked, this is marked, this is marked. To the authorities, the question is, look at the markings and tell me what's there. Are those the same markings that are found on like a Harmony Montgomery's neck. But all of this here, sacrifice. And she drew it. She drew it. And she drew something that is Summer Moon Wells' case. So that's where the details lie. The details lie beneath what they put out there for us to look at. They're always there, you guys. And my goal here is to teach who's listening and wants to know how to help the children is by, noticing it yourself. Looking, takes screenshots and open this shit up. Because many, many, many of the creators are retelling the stories. And understand that they're always, always, always using the same elements. Elements don't change. The deep fake changes. What they put on the top changes. This stuff that's beneath here, this V, this is the V. Well, ask the law enforcement. Was there a V there? If there was, then there's truth. There's truth being told. Because this here, let me contrast it. This here is giving the information. Like all of it. And it's different from what we just looked at. So all you do is you look at the elements like this. See how this is a longer V? This is always longer and shorter. This is detailed information. And there's your F. So it might change, but the actual elements do not. And that's what you're always looking for. That's what you're looking for. And that's what she's showing here. Throughout her whole entire video. Every drawing. So this is something that I want you guys to know, that I build this. I build these PDFs because this kind of information is telling the story that they just don't want to talk about. Because if they wanted to talk about it, all these things would be solved. But the information is there for us to gather and logically see it. Not sit here, I could do, yeah. Do I use a particular technique? Yeah. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't all tick and tie, then I'm wasting my time. Then it's just, that's all it is a thought. It's just a thought. So that's why it's good for me to pull this together. Basically, they did ask me, that FBI guy, so just put it together, it makes sense. Hi, Cammie. Hi, Andrew's Real Talk. you know, to put it together that makes sense. And this is what it's doing. It is telling the story of these children that are being sacrificed by people that are hiding beneath their own fucking deep fake. They don't live their truth. As much as they say they believe in it, that's fine for you. Everyone's different. I'm not here to judge what they do. But really, at least have some balls and say what you're doing. If you really believe in what you're doing, then you stand up and say, I took that child's life because this is for the resurrection and I did that. No, not doing that. You hide behind the weenie. Like a weak soul who's lost in the darkness. That's it. It's really what it is. Because all of the victims, they all have signs. No one wants to talk about it. Let me tell you, our summer moon wells, all of them, all hundreds of them, have all of this. They show it all. And they're like saying, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like they're saying, we're so much smarter than these adults. Why do they want us to be an adult when the children are so much smarter than the adults doing this? So they just all come together, which they did, and they're way stronger than these dumbass adults. Because it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, the light wins. The end of the day, the light wins. So they could, fiddle-faddle all they want because they think that they're doing it for the good. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, it's not up to them. It's not up to them. It's now up to the children. They're way smarter than you guys. Way smarter. Be smarter. Think about it. Doesn't make any sense. But that's just something that I really, really wanted to put out there before I go into this. This is Bob Vaughn. This is Bob Vaughn's. Everything I'm showing you guys is going back to years ago, the beginning, where this was put together as a logical plan where they think that the placing of these things is the good for the good of the resurrection. They have this whole freaking stuff, equipment, and it started back then. So whatever is on this equipment shows in today's information. For instance, these little drawings that I just showed you. This little drawing is here on the equipment. It's on the equipment. This here matches up with that middle thing. I'm on YouTube. Text me. This here is just like this. Let me turn it. Let's see, my daughter's ordering me. She's getting me, ooh. Okay. This here, sorry guys, sometimes they don't really care I'm online. This here, this is telling the same story. There's the A in there. These tell the same story. Whoops. Wait, let me get it closer. Wait, let me make it smaller. Let me get the 5. Let me put this together so you see it. It's hard to see it. That, okay. Make it smaller. It's like everything they make really, 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 really big, and then they also make it really, 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 really small. I don't know if you could see that, but these are the same thing. There's like, see that 5 and that, these are the same thing. They're the same thing. And why do we give a shit? Because these are the elements that they're using today. These are the elements that this lady chick is drawing on the victims. They're being drawn on the victims. You see? These things are being drawn. They're not just doodles. They're not just doodles. This is information that falls all the way through to the victims. Now, I just threw this in here because I just don't freaking understand it, and it's annoying me. And I don't know why Inside Edition is putting this shit out there. And then it's just so, I don't understand. It's bothering the shit out of me. Because they're telling the sacrifices, and this is what they're showing. The guy there, it reminds me of the guy that I have all the information on. This is just so obvious. I had to put that out there because it annoys me. The information that we had from day number 1, this is what my thing is for the next couple months, is showing you what was collected like in the first 30, 60 days. Because whatever was collected then is still the truth today, but it's going to be shown clearer. They didn't want us to have all that information today. But the information given, right, muffin tops, so many elements, wow. And the reason you say that is because now you see it clearly. You guys have been here from the beginning. So now when you're seeing things, you're able to pull the elements out and not look at the nonsense. Not look at all the shit that they put in there so you don't see it. And the shit is all in here, but the elements are critical. And those are the elements that tell the summer moon children's story. And those are the elements that bring justice. Not looking all the chaos that they try to, oh, look at that. Oh, look at this. That everyone's following. No. Look at the little finer details that I'm telling you, I see it. This motherfucking thing right here matches what's behind Summer Moon in her final photos that I showed the other day. What's back by Grandis's RV isn't what you think it is. This is what's back there in this photo. And this is what's behind Summer in the picture of her in the car. This is right here next to Grandis's RV. You've never seen that next to Grandis's RV because they're telling the story. This here, you guys, is what's behind Summer. In the photo when I said, oh my God, it looks like they're picking up a head. Well, this is what's behind her. I'm like, those are the boxes. So what they're saying now is this. Let me blow up Grandis's RV. This was by Grandis's RV. We don't know. Maybe this RV is one that's not even on their property. But the point is, these are the elements, and whoever's putting them in here, they know the story, because that is not what was in front of Grandis's RV. And these photos and pictures are from when Summer went missing. This is when Summer went missing. This is what's behind Summer. This is the stuff that's more the truth. The stuff that you see that's layered in here is the part that's the truth. Oh, it's changing. It's telling you her story. It's telling you location. Because these elements are the elements that carry through their story. This is telling me, here's my read on it, my intuitive read. Grandis's RV location is extremely important in finding justice for the children. It's telling us there's something under the ground here. But I know that that little corner, is important. So if the authorities just understand that this shit is been everywhere. Somebody that is, whoever is creating these videos and placing this shit on top, it's not just crappy information, you guys. It's not just someone fucking with the videos. It's someone that knows what happened. Because the more we speak, the more it's going to show. And it's showing her information. This is Bob Vaughn's workshop. Bob Vaughn's workshop is where all of this shit was created. Period. The back wall there, you guys, right here, will help you see it. I'll make it right here. This goes under. Let me lighten it up a little. Sometimes the coloring is just, I try to play with the coloring. That's all I try to do. But sometimes I have to change the coloring to show you a particular part. And then I cut out the other part because it gets too bright in your face. Wait. Let me get rid of the light. I don't know if you guys could hear that music blasting. It's all country music. My husband's cooking downstairs. He's been blasting country music all day. Okay. This is that. It's the box. This here, you guys. Matches everything that I show. When I say machine, the number 5, yummy. It's his second day cooking. I can't even, if I go by the kitchen while he's doing this, I get annoyed. I can't hear anything. And that was on the Wells property. This picture is gone. Gone. This here to the right was on the side of their house when they were taking videos. I think this photo released like June 16th. Maybe it didn't release June 16th. Actually, I pulled it because it matched the little cars that were at Appalachian Fairground. And to the left is what is in the drawings of Bob Vaughn. Now, Bob Vaughn's drawings show the buggies, they show the kids, they show all of the little pieces that people doodle, right? So the doodles, I'm showing you, go back to the beginning. See the doodles in here? all in here. And there's doodles that are lighter right there on the top. All important. There's the L. There's the L with the animal face. Let me point it out. Hello? Right here. Oh, thanks. Will you see if the thing popped in the... Will you see if the thing popped in the turkey? See if the thing... Ask your dad. Right there. So whatever I show you that's important today comes from this. All of this. I mean, this isn't like a W, it's an L. This is a dragon's face. And that there, let me turn the light on, is from the Wells property, you guys. It's a big deal. It's a big deal that they had that on their property and then it was gone. That's what the big deal is. Right? It was there and then it wasn't. That's the interesting part. And it was never discussed. Never. So when you look at that video that I showed you the other day and you see Don in this video, this is all from what I showed you yesterday. I think it was yesterday, I don't even remember. This is the machine. And what's critical is this A here, this font and everything. Can I see that? Is important. The information that Don shows and the information that shows also in the last photos of summer, I'm calling it, same information. Let me pull it over. I'd like to copy and put it over. Wait, should I do this one? All right, I'll take summer and put summer over Don. It's like this. And summer also has those bars, and she's coming out of the same thing. You see, they're always doing the same thing, and they just layer it and layer it and layer it, but at the end of the day, the elements are the same. Like that. When people put the ones, what does it mean? Okay, the ones, good question, Carrie W. The ones mean that they agree and they see what I'm talking about. Now, I started that because when I first went on, I realized that no one was seeing what I was saying. And it was really scary. I'm like, well, oh my God, they're not seeing anything that I'm saying. In the beginning, I was just talking, right? So now, I remember the first time, I think Muffin, you said put the ones. I'm like, I did, I don't remember. But I'm like, please let me know if you see that. And I actually sat here holding my breath. I'm like, oh my God, I hope they see what I'm seeing. But we don't always. So this is what's going on in the sacrifices. That is Don Wells to the left. That's Don. I mean, Don is showing a sacrifice. Period. Don Wells isn't the Don Wells in there. They use these faces to cover up what they're doing. To whoever. Oh, I came up with it. So these machines are the same machines. So they match. And this is what these machines are. These are the same. Same information. Same equipment. Let me make this a little lighter. So this is this. See the heads? Let me turn it around so let me flip it. And you'll see the head. Okay. There's a person and it's black. It's like a silhouette of a person. It goes like this. The silhouette of the person, let me crop it, is this. Thank you for that one. This is the silhouette of the person's head in there. Just like Don's is. That's what's going on. That's the truth. Thank you for those ones. And this is, again, what this looks like. I'm going to keep showing this Robert Vaughn stuff. Because it is, I believe, full-heartedly that this is the blueprint. I mean, Robert Vaughn has this shit connected to his head, which is not supposed to be. He's supposed to be cutting wood. But this is what he's showing. And what they're doing to the left in Robert Vaughn's is what they're doing to the right in Don Wells. And those are the little teeny faces that they use. Now, you might see just Don Wells' face and you may be like, what the fuck is she talking about? But, let me show you. I'm going to crop in because you guys might just see Don's face. It's layered in there. Wait. It's a tough one. That's a tough one. So the A that you see here on the back of Hunter, it's not Hunter, by the way. That's the A that I'm talking about. So if you don't look at Don's face, there's an A. On the nose. That's the A. Correct, Harry. In the chin. That's how they do it. So, this here, again, is Ryan Upchurch. Ryan Upchurch, we don't know who Ryan Upchurch is, so could be someone being Ryan Upchurch, right? Not about him. Has a couple videos that really gave incredible information. This is supposed to be Hunter. But that A gives it away that these videos from the beginning were messed with. He has an A and then he has like the dragon face in the water. Right here. Dragon face. Wait. Let me see if they checked the turkey. Hold on. Let me call.
Hi.
Did the thing pop up?
No.
Okay, I'm still on. Bye. I'm waiting for that thing to pop up on the turkey. Here's the A on his hat. Here's the face. This video is the only video really of Ryan's that gave me incredible information. So this here, I believe, is not the Hunter you think it is. I don't think he was ever there. I think they used him. I think that he was put in the middle of this shit. I do. Because this isn't him. What I think is they used Hunter as the cover-up. But I also think they knew something was going to go down. And they wanted to, I remember, I actually talked to a lady. I remember. She left comments in someone's live. Week 1. And I'm like, who is this lady? I looked her up on Facebook. And I called her. And she was someone who took children away from a bad situation. Right? I think they were trying to get Hunter away from a bad situation before it went down. That's what I see. I see whatever happened was completely confusing. Shit hit the fan. People screwed up. Didn't go as planned. Just didn't. It wasn't what they thought it was going to be. But someone knew something before it happened. Not it happened. I think stuff happened on the wrong day. But June 15th was not like a day they didn't know about. It was all planned. And I do think that whoever Hunter is, I do think that they tried to get him to a safe place. So, and I think that it may not be the Hunter that we think it is. I think, first of all, I think everything is completely falsified. I think the stories are bullshit. So, oh, well, that looks weird. What the hell? So here in Ryan Upchurch's video, this is the one I kept because I see Summer Moon Wells' story. I saw it then and I see it now. I see, sorry guys, I'm eating yogurt. I see the white jugs and I see the face with the mask over the head. I see exactly what I just showed you was in Don Wells' chin. Right? Let me go back. So when I know my elements, I see them immediately, right? Doesn't necessarily mean anyone's going to see it. But when you put it with another video's element that's the same, you for some reason I think you could see it. This here is what's going on in Ryan Upchurch's. Let me show you. And why is that important? Because now this is a solid element that you look for. So sometimes your eyes will play tricks on you. That's how these programs work. They want your eyes to play tricks on you. But if you know what you're looking for, it's there and it doesn't change. So when I say it's a head with one of those things on it, this is Brian's. See? And then to the right is Ernie's. Ernie, in the videos that I said were the Idaho 4 video with the telephone, Ernie's is showing the same victim with the same information. Right here. These are the same. Do you guys see that? Let me brighten it up. Let me brighten this one up. There. You guys see that? This is what the heads look like. And Kylie Rodney had that same thing on her. She had that same thing on her head. That's what these are. Ernie's, Ryan's, and Donwells. Thank you for those ones. Right here. I mean, that comes from the phone thing that I use to compare to the Idaho 4 video. It comes from this. From that. See, what I'm doing is I keep showing you the elements and I'm bringing it back to, I'm trying to pull it all in to just a couple videos at the end of the storyboard, right? Meaning I'm trying to show you how this side is Robert Vaughn's. This is summer, where I believe this is the little summer. That it's always going to go back to what I said are the blueprints. As I think that this is the car ride, that this is a very small summer. But this information shows that the sacrifices used the same elements as I'm talking about that go back to the beginning. See this? That's important, you guys. See the L? This is exactly where Molly Golightly's L was. Right here. This is the 5. Let me bring this up. I'm going to make it so it's not so bright. See, these things brighten up for a reason. The brighter they get, you can't really see a ton because the light kind of blinds you. But this is Summer Moon Story. The 5 is in the same spot as all the other ones. The L is in the same spot as Molly Golightly. I showed you her L. See the light between her legs? That light between her legs is kind of like do. Let's see. Well, it's just a symbol. I don't have to bring it up. But they're pointing it out. It's being pointed out. And this is summer. That L is very significant. That's next to the 5. Some people see a 3, some people see a 5. But the one to the right is the same. It's the same information. And this is what I showed yesterday. It's the same information as Ernie's showing. Which was in Benny, read between the lines. It says BENNYKEYZ and Ernie. This is the answer, like I said yesterday, and I'm sticking to it. And there's our summer. Molly, go lightly over to the left, is really truly showing very spiritual part of this journey. Whoever's in charge of showing this part, it's very moving for them. It's very spiritual. And it's an honor to whoever does that. And to the right, that's the equipment. You had seen it? That is Robert Vaughn's. But showing up to the right is the same kind of a V what you see here. It's just shown differently, but it's all the same. It all ticks and ties, you guys. All of this, there's the L. There's the L. And there's Summer's L. Right there. Right there. This is a family that I wanted to go over yesterday, and it was already almost 4 hours, I think. I covered the face in most of it, but this here, there's stories that come from these families that I'm following. I think it needs to be investigated, because they all have the same format, they all have the same information, and they're all doing the same thing. It's like it's a cookie cutter. Just like a cookie cutter. Now, this W whatever channel, WVLT, I think that their information is original, from the original. Because if you look closely, let me show you something. If you guys remember, I said that Summer Moon Wells' jacket had these leaves on it. This is way in the beginning. And this station has what I talked about like the first week. See the leaf on her? See those symbols? Those are the ones that I grabbed because those are way more important than the other things that are on her, because they just kept covering it up and covering it up and covering it up, because she's not in a car with milk jugs. But this channel tells Summer's story very well. And I showed you this yesterday. The top corner actually is from the family that I'm following. And these are a match. These are a match. As well as these are a match. You guys, these little faces, these little things are all the same. And they are telling Summer Moon Wells' story. Them. They go back to Robert Vaughn's machinery. Let me see something. That exact little nugget. Where is it? I just showed it. I just showed this right here. Right here. Just showed that. So what's going on to the left is from those families' videos, and what's going on to the right is Summer. You guys, there's no difference. What's going on to the left, she's got that thing in her neck. This is exactly how this is like what they did to the Delphi kids. It's the same information. The Delphi kids had that stick. What's the difference between what they're showing there and what they're showing here? Same sacrifice. Same sacrifice. Same machinery is what they showed in the church. Do you understand that's the church to the left? Why is it that this stuff doesn't appear? It's all here very clearly. I think it's very clear. What's the difference between what they're doing in the families videos and the church? Nothing. Nothing. There's your 5. This is the same freaking thing. Change the lighting. Ooh, way better. So church is to the left. Here, I changed it. There's the 5. There's the 5 at the church. So here, I'm going to put them on top of each other. So there's that. which is the same as the church. So the beginning videos, like I said, of the church, Robin in the church, gives all this. Right here. Here's this. The photo that is on the left, it's the drawing. We look what you mean. So, church, boom. This is the church video. This is the family. This is the sacrifice. This is the bus, you see. That's the bus. That is the same thing. The church is the same thing as this. See the 5 in there? It's the same thing as the church. The church has the setup. The 5 is right here because I like to line it up with the 5. Everyone knows I like to do that. I like to line the 5s up. It's right in here. So this is the family and this is the church. So everything goes together. And this is what it is. See? See the metal? Boom. See the metal? The metal? Just like that. So it's the same thing. It's the same machine. It always has been. Always. Right, you guys, I gotta go look at my turkey. 1 second. I don't believe I think it's done. It's a massive turkey. I don't want to ruin it. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yes, we ordered pizza tonight too, Crystal. It's the best. So this has never changed. Never. Same. The church. The family. The Vons. And I'm telling you, that's the hole in the ground. I am sticking to it. right here. Boom. This is all the same. What you see to the right is the same. Boom. This is Robert Vaughn's. Ernie's. This is the same location. This is the same. Can anyone come on in here and tell me that I'm right? I am right. And obviously this is all allegedly. I have no whatever. But to me, I'm putting it out there that these are the same. Ernie, Shell, and Benny over here are showing the same thing as this. Same fucking thing. I know, my dogs. Boom, boom. All is ticking and tying, you guys. All ticks and ties. Lori Vallow is telling a story. She's telling this story. No one's paying attention. Lori Vallow has all this scribble scrabble in her video that doesn't need scribble scrabble. And it's in the documentary. Doesn't anyone want to know what the scribble scrabble is? Let me show you. This is Lori Vallow. Right here. And no one has questioned this. The day that someone decides to look at the scribble scrabble will be the day that they uncode all of this. It is super easy and it's right in front of us. See this A that Lori Vallow scribble scrabbled? That A is the same A that goes back to Don. Wait. Here's Don. Where's the other one? Oh. Forget that. It's this A. Right on. Put it this way. This is Robert Vaughn's A on this house. That's what that is. Lori Vallow is telling you that that is her blueprint. And I'm showing you the blueprint. That is the house. This here is the key. This here is the answer. Everything here, even the top of the, see the top where the A has one longer piece? I'm telling you, it's going to be in Lori Vallow's thing. I mean, it shows up everywhere, you guys. That's how they do it. That's how they roll. This is what it is. Doesn't change. These are the stories of the children. That's the house. That's a pig face. Whatever they want to say, that's the A. Those are the sticks that go in the eye. This is the whole thing. There's the L. That's the answer. It's what it is. And Lori Vallow is showing it right there. And they are laughing their asses off. Because nobody. Look at the J. There's an L. It's all in there. So is it in here. All in there. Because it matches. Because it matches. Same video. Ryan. This is the family's video. These are identical. Telling the same story. They are telling the same story. To the left just happens to have a baby. The information that Ryan Upchurch was showing in that video was the one video that had the most information for me. That was the video that I held on to because his information was critical in that one video. This here matches, and I think to the right is Kylie Rodney's story. That's Kylie Rodney's white mesh. This here, it's just the same element. This is the same element, but this is this child's information. There's the heart with the white, and they're in that buggy. They're in that bus thing. There's the L coming out. Ryan's looks like this. Came from, oh, those are just other photos in there. This here it's Ryan's. So this and this, thank you for those ones, are the same. You could just literally copy and paste them on top of each other. But this is the baby's, and I think that's Kylie Rodney's. And this is what they do. Robert Vaughn's fingers to the left, and they're showing the same thing in this new family that I'm following to the right. That hands, those fingers, they don't belong anywhere. They're not attached to anything. And that's what happens. They show all these fingers of different fingers from different hands, and this is what they show. Yeah, Rumpel, yeah. Kylie Rodney was a big one. And they gave this information that matches everything we're showing the very first video. And that's what's bugging the shit out of me. That this should have been recognized. That this should have been talked about. This. And what is really, really important is that the authorities evaluate, and I gave this all to them. By the way, you guys, I sent this in a while ago because I'm like, you need to evaluate what is being said in these letters. because it doesn't say tree. Look, it has the L. It has the elements to summer moon. Doesn't say tree. It did say tree before. It gives answers. I see the word Fred, but these are answers. And they're in here. I think the answer to the Delphi case is in here. I just do. What does this say? What do you guys think that could say? It's important. Every scribble scrabble in here is important. It's all here. Everything. Turn this. Right. I mean, wait. I want to crop. There's so much in here that I could be showing you, but it's just so like there's certain things in this drawing that are just like, this is very disturbing. What's between the legs? Like why is it like that's an A? See all this shit? That's an A between the legs. Her drawings tell the story. It gets TRPH, TD. Doesn't say tree, that's all I know. That's an A. It's very wrong. It is really wrong. There's a lot in here. I covered up their faces, so this is the family that I'm watching. And it's not about, yeah, I'm going to look at that. I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do with that, you guys? Maybe I'll do it live after Thanksgiving. I'll work with my pendulum. Yeah, I'm going to work with my pendulum. I'll do that live after Thanksgiving. Watch very carefully. These kids are holding their sticks that they get sacrificed with. The kids have their own sticks. And this girl that is with them has the same fangs on her teeth as Lori Vallow did. I'm going to use the pendulum. As Lori Vallow. This is the family that has all the same information. These kids go into an area that I'm going to call the water hole. And they have the sticks, and they have, this guy has the stick, and he's also, now again, it's not about the family. These videos are used, and underneath their video are the sacrifices of Summer Moon Wells. The knife in his hand is the same kind of a knife as they used in Idaho 4. Right here. This is the Summer Moon Wells sacrifice, just like it was the Idaho 4. The Idaho 4 videos show the sticks in motion. They show the sticks in motion. Again, this is Inside Edition. These are the sticks in motion. They are showing the situation. They showed it in the Inside Edition video right here. And this is the stick going into the victim. This way and this way. This way and this way. They're showing it, you guys, and here's the other victim. And there's the F. And there's the tree. So if they really, really wanted to, they could line this stuff right up. This here is the tree with the F and with the victim. I could bet my bottom booty that this is where they found the F. That is not on her. It's over here. Inside Edition is telling the story. Inside Edition has told many stories. This is from Adventures with Purpose. Here's the 5. This is all the same. It's just the equipment, you guys. And the family that I'm showing you right now, they're at a place just like the water hole, that they said Summer was at. It looks just like this. And in here is the box. Summer showed exactly where shit went. Everything turns brown, and then this stuff stays green. Then there's a box. But no one went to go look at this stuff. So this is the water hole. This is when I said they're swimming with adults. This is Candace's video, you guys. For those who never saw me, who didn't see this in the beginning, these are all different children. And this is what I'm seeing in these families' videos. All different children. Different. Their faces are different. Their wearing is different. Nothing's the same. What you see in the water are all different faces. This is what's happening in the videos that I'm showing you. But these are the sacrifices. But nobody wants to admit that this is happening. Nobody wants to see it that's in a position to do something about it. This here, you blow it up, it's a sacrificed child. Every time I go to any of these videos and blow shit up, this is what it looks like. And no way can you tell me that any of these children are the same. They're all different. They're all different. If you really look at this and really look at this and understand that this is being accepted. This is acceptable. This was acceptable that this was the water hole on June 15th. This was acceptable, you guys. And if the authorities did see it, because they don't want to see it. There's nothing about the videos in any of these families that I'm showing you that are acceptable. It's Candace Wells' video. And I've got tons of pictures like that. Tons. Anytime they show greenery like this, they're telling you the story. This family shows stuff like this. And I know that insects like this or whatever is in the middle of their hand, this thing here, is part of the kid's story. Like, that is part of it. This is the child that's by those beetles. And these children are speaking a different language to me. What the adults look like. That is what the adults look like. Again, the sticks that they showed at Delphi are the same kind of sticks that they're showing in these families' videos. I'm not just giving you a picture of the woods. This is in there and it matches. All of this stuff does. Summer Moon Wells. What do you think? Her eyeball's connected to a dog? It's not. It's connected to the same thing as this is connected. Nothing that they showed you was of real reality. This child, hey, I don't see an arm here. Okay, I see one arm. And this is what I saw throughout the video. One arm. The sticks that they're holding are the same sticks that wind up in the water after the sacrifice, and then they get hunted and they keep them as trophies. To the left is Summer Moon. She's holding her stick. She's holding it. Same fucking thing. All of these sticks. These are sacrifices in the woods, and they're children of all color, all ages, and this is what's happening. And it's not being stopped. It is not being stopped. Hey, nor is it even looked at. Because there's no way, you guys, no one in the authorities sees this. See the L? These are sacrifices. Do you see that little doll? Whatever it is? These are baby sacrifices. Period. baby sacrifices. This is what it is. She has the heart on her chest, and it's awful. There's the sticks. Here's this one, the cross one. This is the V. Look how perfectly it lays. And see how there's a little teeny one here? You guys, I see what's going on here. You know, here's the little bony thing. At any time, the authorities could come in and rip this shit apart. It's super, super obvious. It's so obvious. She's holding the smiley face. Look. There's the smiley face. They hold it. It's right there. There's her smiley face. There are the sticks. Do you understand? The sticks in this video, that's why I keep showing you the sticks. The sticks in this video are laid out the same way as Summer Moon Wells sticks, as the Delphi sticks. These sticks, there's one across, are the same sticks. Same sticks. And this child is being sacrificed. Stuff on the neck. This here with that little stick on that little up there is the same thing that they have here. See the little one coming out of the white piece right here? Down to the smallest detail. Down to the smallest detail. They're being sacrificed. This is bloody. And this child's information matches what went on here in the woods and left this head in the ground. That's a head. This here was the day of the water hole. It's the water hole, you guys. This is the head. This is the L. That there is who, and I'm telling this, obviously, it's all allegedly, and I'm saying to you that I believe that they used Hunter to cover up this person, whoever this is. This here is called Hunters. So it's not the Hunter that we know, but that's the face that turns out in. It's right in their video. It's right in the water hole video. A dead person with their fucking head coming out of the ground. You tell me they don't know about this? This is who they used Hunter for. Absolutely. And they try to get him out of it. Right? Because that person who is here in the water in Ryan Up churches is the one who was sacrificed. He's the one with the A on him. And I said that's not Hunter that we know of. This dude wound up in the ground. He wound up in the ground. And that's what's happening over here. See how they have old tree, new tree. I think these are bamboo sticks. Old tree, new tree. This is what I showed you was in at the Wells house where I said, oh my God, it was like one of my first videos. I'm like, they have new sticks next to their trees. They have a new stick next to 3 trees. This is what the Wells did. Same thing. Elements. These are just markings, either on the tree or the bamboo sticks. These are an F and an A. They're markings, and this F here is what's in that marking, and that's not the Hunter we know. This Hunter, looking back, is all marked up. This Hunter got sacrificed. And that F is a big deal. These Fs are big deals. Again, it all goes back to this equipment. This equipment lays the ground rules and the blueprints to what's happening. Every element that I talk about is on this piece of equipment. They use this equipment to build outward. This is like the core. This is the core. Right here is the core to the Summer Moon Wells children. That is the core. The child that you see in this video is marked up and going to be sacrificed. They do the same thing with the same kind of masks and the same information as we've been looking at. That mask back there are the children with the blue tarps. Those are the children prepared for sacrifice. They're prepared for it. The sticks and the little cut out caricatures, they know about because they see them before they're sacrificed. You see, this guy is showing it. This here, you guys, right here, right here, is what it looked like before Summer Moon Wells was sacrificed as well. These are the Summer Moon Wells missing children, the Summer Moon Wells sacrifices that are continuing every day, and they're going to continue until it's noticed by the authorities. We will keep exposing it to bring justice to the ones that are here and aren't getting justice. These are the blueprints. Look for them, follow them. And this is the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children, sacrificed children. On that note, that's the end of the story today. We have Thanksgiving tomorrow, you guys. To everybody, be thankful. Hug your kids, hug your family. Feel blessed. Enjoy your dinners. Do something, say something that you've never said before to your family. And just hold them tight, right? Boom. I'm not going to open up my email to look for the sweatshirt, but I will post it later. Sweatshirts will go on sale tonight. I love you all. God bless you all. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Watch for the sweatshirts. Good night, guys.